Part two, there's so much more to like. I like when the angels and demons actually know where you're going to be when you're coming outside, when you're doing something. So either they could be in proximity, start a conversation, angels or demons. I like how when the guys like usually Jezebel and then they have you, they put out all their anger on you. You know, you want to do love them and then they leave the witch alone. I like how everybody's numbing themselves with what they eat, what they see, pleasure, or drugs and alcohol because they're so in pain and there's no cures. I like how like all the evil is banking on people's blood and hardened hearts and them in pain because they have, and then anybody who has a big ego, we have to suffer. Yay. Why do I love this game? Because it's amazing. Like when these celebrities actually lead them to the light, usually die or have to pretend they're death. And all the ones who lead them to hell get to stay here until like 90, like Cardi B or Beyonce, with no repercussions. I like how Jasmine and Lilith get to like own everything, and then their army is wide awake. Then like the queens like Mary Magdalene or the real Sarah don't have anything except stupid humans who won't help them, and then angels who can't help them unless they have like nothing in their mind or haven't done a sin. I like how usually when you get screwed over, they'll blame you. Like when I got put in rocks, why would you do that? Then I get in trouble. I like how me being put in rocks, I had to learn that my dad just, the best celebrity he loved was The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Dark Johnson, at least you have John in there. And Black Rock Coffee, and everybody loving rock since I was like 10 years old. And then rock music. They would always say rock star. And you rock, Cherie. And could God make a rock so heavy that he can't lift up? It was just so entertaining. You know, when you look back on it, you're just like, dude, he loves me. I'm glad you guys all saw outside time and got to this point to please psychopathic Satan while you lift him up and be like, no, Breaking Bad, Mafia, he's cool. He doesn't do panda eyes to his daughter and little innocent 6-year-old children. I look at you, just look at Satan and be like, no, that's just what you do. But you know what I like the best is the level of psychological abuse of torture to your body. And the torture that you are enduring every single day with demons and magic. Whenever you don't even do anything, you just sit there. And then they just like torture you, gang stalk you outside your window or as your neighbor or whatever. I like how you can't even trust like a conversation. Because they are so powerful that they just could like talk and then like use their hands and they literally like torture you and change your destiny and add more pain here on earth and in heaven. I like how they usually don't know absolutely anything you've gone through except the pain and then blame you when in reality you're the victim. I like how they don't judge your thoughts, they judge your heart. Oh, I mean, sorry. They judge your thoughts like it's your heart. I like how they act like absolutely nothing touches the mind. I like how they're able to take your essence and everything by just like touching you or doing a dance move. Specifically the evil ones. That's really cool. You know, why not give the evil ones to a psychopaths who shoot up a damn ass school of guns, you know? Makes sense. But we clean up the mess. Then blame the victims and be like, well, Mabel, you shouldn't have gone to school that day. I like how Jim Carrey is like, I don't care, it's just a chess game. People come and go every day. I like how he just lets Satan like cause trauma continually. And like innocent bystanders like just lost their daughter and husband in a 9/11 attack. And he doesn't even give a shit. Well, they were just trying to feed their children and work at a job that they hate. And then Satan just wants to make a statement to traumatize them. Get blood, get money, and get oil. And then he gets to get away with it as Hitler and be like, well, it's because I was making a statement. These people love money. And then Aaron accepts it. I like how now all the truth is coming out, but nobody believes it because they've been so conditioned, indoctrinated, and conditioned, normalized and conditioned that they're like it's a conspiracy. I like how every news outlet and media is complete bullshit lies. But it's so serious and we take it so true, just like a doctor, that we don't know any different because we have nothing to compare it to. A crooked stick to a straight stick, I like that. What else do I like? That we're in a simulation, a little test tube by Jim Carrey. We didn't ask to be here and he's the worst dad on the planet. I like when you come to the main judges like Michael Jackson, Jim Carrey, Ed Sheeran, or the Mexican, or Kevin Hart. Yeah, he'll just like literally take your money or anything you have to give, including say spread your legs or kiss me or hold me, and do nothing for you and get you sicker. Then leave and not give a shit. Why do I love this so much? I like when you eat meat, it's all human. I like how all the animals who are innocent and sweet are just being tortured, left at home all day. Or tortured and we have to eat their like emotions. I like how the time you only get like real intellect is when you're on stay inside, but then you can't use it for any good or teach anybody to use it for any good. I like how stay inside is given like worldly things, but then threatened psychologically by being scared of going to hell or blackmail. So then he just keeps him in line that way while pretending to have this charisma, and everyone's like, you're amazing. Well, he's all these celebrities, and then Aaron just bows down, as well as Brayden, and lets him do anything and says, you're a god. Then we have to blame Barry Madsen. I like that. I like how when you're like with somebody and they're even killing you with technology, you get in trouble, and you have no savior on a white horse. Then like, you broke a covenant. I like how like what do you call it? Can't think of the name. Dream catchers capture a part of your essence in your soul, so you can be tortured by these 6 disgusting demons. Like you get blamed for going on an elevator. I like how they think of all these exciting. Well, Michael thinks of all these exciting ways to torture. When he knew as David Hernandez a long time ago, talking about elevators continually at rock bottom and just waiting. Because he did a bunch of miracles and did a bunch of videos. I had a bunch of magic and demons waited till my dad left and then made me think that he was God, and then I get in trouble. I like how every guy is just programmed to just want sex while the good girls suffer, who are classy, and then just called boring. I like Cousin Michael, like every guy is trained. We want a Bonnie Blue, and you just see it manifesting on TikTok more and more every day. The only stupid fans, girls, Bonnie Blues, and girls who just talk about sex, and the guys being like, so what cup size are you? That we're subjected to just a body and an outfit now. Instead of a strong, independent woman who could give birth and work 2 jobs and take the pain, but be silent and just put a smile on when we don't want to. I like that. And have grace and have gentleness, compassion, nurturing, but all they really care about is their dick. And they can make decisions solely based on she doesn't give a good blowjob, like Dan. I like that. I like how nails are a form of beauty now. Makeup and nails, not like your eyes, not your shoulders, not your smile. It's like your tits, your ass, and do you have nails? I love how they torture and rape women in different sexual positions down in hell. If they're like an adulterous woman or something, but the real adulterous women just get to come up here and stay here always. But dare if you cheat on your man because he cheated on you and he's beating you up, now you get in a car accident, now you die in the part of adultery, well, he gets to live on. I like how the men get away with literally everything and the women can't. I love that. I like how not only are you going to be burning, but there has to be sharks, not like there's enough pain. I like how you're called lukewarm, even though like you aren't lukewarm and you never went on Satan's side and you've always been on God's side. But the ones who are lukewarm are like, oh, we can't do World War III, now we're on God's side, now we're going to do Hillsong, are good. I like how Satan has the same powers as God, and he can see outside of time, and then he could be your dad and control you and raise you and put magic on you and use all your blessings and have like 18 awards and $18 million in the bank. I like how he gets to look like a good dad because he takes you on trips, gives you a house, and gives you money. Then nobody knows exactly what he did and how he traumatized you, psychologically abused you, mentally and spiritually and emotionally. I like how he can magnify something as simple as a sock put around the road or Paw Patrol and put it around the road, and everybody knows about it, is ashamed of you, and acting like you torture kids and kill your mom and dad. I like that. You know what? I just love it.